This is Charlie Parsons for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate, live and exclusive on DAZN. Mr. Conor Benn, CB, it's been a minute. I missed you at the last fight, obviously.
I missed you too, Peter.
Thank you.
No worries.
You're flying, mate. Life's good.
Yeah, but so are you, mate. Let's not talk about me for a minute. Let's talk about you and your achievements, Peter.
My guy.
That's it.
I've got to give thanks to you, though.
Big in the game now.
I look back to Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Spent time with you and the guys.
Yeah.
You took me under your wing.
Yeah.
Now I get to do this little shout with you.
That's it.
Thank you. I like
That's it. Tables always turn in life, don't they?
We're lucky. We're lucky. We played the game, and it's certainly rewarding me.
That's right, mate.
You're happy to be on the Stomping Ground?
Yep. I mean, I was about to ask you what's the Stomping Ground?
This is what it's called.
Oh, is that what it's called?
So it's on YouTube, but it's also on DAZN.
Interesting.
Powered by Wow.
That's it. I've got to pretend like I don't know so you can plug it.
Of course. We've done enough of that this week. We're still going to keep plugging away.
Keep plugging it.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Grafting, working away.
You've got a little girl on the way.
Little girl.
Congratulations.
Due in a couple of weeks.
Congratulations.
Yeah, mate, excited, man.
How's Vic?
Heavily pregnant. Yeah, but she's good. Yeah, excited to meet the little one.
Was she? How does she feel about you coming out here at that point?
Work.
Of course.
She understands that I'm married to the game.
Okay, I love that.
You know, married to the game first.
Let's go straight into it. You're out here in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of faces out here in Saudi Arabia, but I'm hearing a little summit on the grapevine about advanced talks between yourself and Manny Pacquiao. Yeah. What are you able to tell us?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I can't confirm nor deny it. You know, there's a reason why me and my whole team are out here. Managers, agents, trainer, we're all over here to talk about the future.
We know that Manny Pacquiao's out here. It is being heavily spoken about. I mean, if this is the clash, and I say that with an if, and I see a smirk there, how does a fight like this go?
Does it just make me funny?
You're like, juices flowing?
Of course it does, but you just made me laugh. That's why I'm smiling, because it's like you just hear things, don't you?
Yeah. You know? But I'm hearing reliable things.
No, I know, from reliable sources.
From reliable sources.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, there's a lot of big names being thrown around over the past year and a half, and I think for me now, let's stop talking. Let's put the pen to the paper and get these fights done. And if there's anywhere and anyone who can make these fights happen, it's Your Excellency. So, now here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, that's where the future is, man.
About His Excellency.
Yeah.
We've been hearing here, there and everywhere that there's always been a bit of intent to bring you over to Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Now firsthand, I believe you're going to have a chance to meet him.
Yeah.
This feels like the most sort of realistic it's ever been in terms of putting it into fruition.
Me and my team and their team, we're all out here to, you know, we've got one goal, one purpose, and that's give the people the fights they want. And for me, I'm at a stage in my career, still only 27, still young. I feel like an old man in the game, but I'm only 27 still. So, you know, for me, it's about just making up for lost time. And, you know, it is idols to rivals. So let's just give the people the fights they want. And I'm ready for anyone that's put in front of me. You know, whether it's 160, 154, 147. You know, really, I want to move forward with my career at 147. My last 2 fights have been at heavier weights. I just want to get my hands back in them 8-ounce gloves and do some serious damage.
I know you're a realist, and whenever I put a fight towards you, how much it excites you, always say it's just business. But you would have grown up watching Manny Pacquiao. Yeah. That's like a pinnacle, right? That's a real special moment.
For me, it is idols to rivals. Listen, let's not get ahead of ourselves, you know, but the public want that fight. So for me, it's a matter of giving the public that fight. It's a mega fight. It's absolutely humongous. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Humongous is a word?
Yeah.
Humongous.
Humongous is definitely a word.
Yeah, humongous, yeah.
What weight would that fight be at?
147.
147. So that's it. The return at 147. I know that you said to me a minute ago that you are happy to do 154, and you are happy
I'm not really. I want to stay at 147.
Yeah.
154, 160 for me is done.
Okay.
You know, I want to get my hands back in the 8-ounce gloves. I want to get down to my normal fighting weight where I've excelled in my career at that weight. Do I believe I'm capable of beating people at 154? top fighters at 154? Yes. Do I believe I'm capable of beating fighters at 160? Yes. But I ain't about going 12 rounds, 10 ounce gloves, bigger guys, absorb your shots well, take your shots well. Well, better anyway. You still hurt them, but they take them better. I like closing the show, man.
Manny Pacquiao, we know sort of on the older stage of his career, but can always roll back the years and can always come and fight. What sort of fight would you expect against a Manny Pacquiao?
Just me doing what I do, man. I always look for the knockout of him 4 rounds. I don't like going past 4.
A prediction?
I don't like going past 4.
If and when?
I don't like going past 4.
If and when you get in the ring with Manny Pacquiao, you may not like going past 4.
I don't like going past 4.
But more specifically?
There ain't no specifically, but all I do know is I'd love to share the ring with a legend. But I'd also like to have that name on my CV.
So what you're telling me is that if these advanced talks are true and the Manny Pacquiao fight does happen here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the fight will not go past 4 rounds. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Exciting.
He's a legend of the game. Hall of Famer. You know, idol to many. But it really is idols to rivals, man. For me, he's a legend of the game. So for me, it's like I just want to go in and do what I do. You know, it's my time now.
When you sort of think about how much time was spent pandering over the Chris Eubank fight, how does a fight like this compare to a Eubank fight?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the fight's, 10 times the size, but also key thing for me is getting back to my weight. I'm not a 160 fighter. So for me, going back down to 147, that's the plan, man. I want to, then you got Barrios there for the world title, that full WBC world title, which could take place, depending on what happens with Pacquiao until it's signed on the dotted line. We got the Barrios fight. So, there's options there for me, but I think moving forward for me it is 147.
Okay. In terms of Chris Eubank Jr., that chapter in you, we caught up in December and you said no more, but we know Frank and Eddie still always wanted to get it over the line.
Well, they ain't the one.
Exactly, for you firsthand, the boss.
They're not the ones who get. Yeah, they're not the ones who get in the ring. That fight's
completely dead for you.
The fight's dead. Yeah.
What do you think of him?
Eubank, he's a prat and a coward. He's a prat and a coward. He's a coward.
Why don't you think it happened when it was so close back end of last year?
Because of his contractual issues. In his words, scavengers that he has around him taking money. So that's his problem. I don't care. I'm happy with what I get paid. I get paid good.
I don't want to keep you for too long. Just moving forward, any sort of time for a ring return? We're also hearing maybe sort of June time, but there is a chance it could be as far as September.
May, June.
But you want as soon as possible?
Yeah, listen, I just want to fight, man. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do when I'm not fighting. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, this is what I do, man. Like, I'm born to fight.
Okay. Just first hand, because we haven't caught up since your last fight. Just your reflection on your last couple of performances.
Great. It wasn't great. He was tough, awkward. It was one of them fights you have just to tick over, get you by. It was. It wasn't really much in it, to be honest. It was just a fight. Did I look great? No. Did I look bad? No. Was it a normal Conor Benn performance? Was it up to that standard? No. But
did you get frustrated?
Yeah, it was just a nothing fight. For him it was.
Did you find it hard to get up for it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I found it hard to get up for it. For the first time in my career, I felt like that. For the first time, and it's hard because you don't go from talking big stadiums, mega fights, Davis, Haney, Eubank, Pacquiao, to them fighting a guy I fought. So yeah, it is hard when you know you're going to beat someone as easy. So it was. I would say. Listen, I always train like a beast. I train like a killer. I train like an absolute savage all the time. But on the night, it's just like This guy ain't gonna beat me. He can't beat me. It's impossible.
We believe a quote-unquote monumental offer was made to Tank Davis and the team. Why do you think they didn't take that fight? What are your thoughts on him?
Again, because he's a pussy. Like, don't be piping up on Twitter and then calling my name for clout. That's what it is. You go, oh, he's achieved this, he's achieved that. Well then, we sent you the contract. How much are you making for Frank Martin? Gervonta, how much are you making for Frank Martin?
You see what Frank Martin's making?
How much is Frank Martin?
I would say like 300,000.
It's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. 300 grand. It's bad, isn't it? But he wants to turn down 15 mil to fight. He wants to. It's just social media. Like, social media, just a weird place. People doing some weirdness, thinking they can pipe up on social media, and then when it comes down to it, all right, no problem. I'll send the contract. He's going, oh yeah, me and your boss are talking.
What were those talks like with Eddie?
What boss? I'm my boss. I got him, my boss, my guy to send you the contract. You know?
Do you know
he ain't the boss.
Do you know the in-depth of what went down between him and Eddie?
He sent him a good. It doesn't matter. He sent him a good offer. Didn't want to negotiate. So that's it.
So was it all just for clout? Like?
Well, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him yourself, Peter. But it's
try and do that.
But it's just a matter of, don't be piping up on social media and then bottling it when the contracts get sent. You said you and my boss are talking. I'll go and send you the contract. Al Heyman didn't want to let him out to play. Uncle Al.
2 more from me. We believe we're waiting a result imminently for you. Are you frustrated? You just want to get this chapter out of the way?
Oh man, just like, it's absolutely preposterous.
Is that all you got to say on it? Yeah. Done with it now?
Just killing me slowly, man.
Okay, lastly, you look down the camera.
I don't look down the camera.
Politely, respectfully, because it's our first interview together, and you love doing your mate Peter Parsons favours. I don't know. I don't have the facilities for that, big man.
What do you want me to say?
If this fight with Manny Pacquiao,
no, I'm not doing this. It makes me cringe.
Give us a little message.
It makes me cringe, bro.
Well, it may do, but for your boy Peter on his new channel,
what do you want me to say?
Down the lens.
No, so you're gonna crop it.
Okay, you can look at me then. You can look at me then.
You're gonna crop it.
We don't actually have an Insta for the Stomping Ground.
Oh, all right.
So you can look down the lens.
And what am I saying?
If it's true, Manny Pacquiao, speak to him. The floor is yours.
No, we're not doing this.
Come on, CB.
It makes me cringe every time. I've done this before in the past. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I love you, but I can't do this.
Okay, down the lens, what happens when you get in the ring with Manny Pacquiao?
What happens? If and when I get in the ring with Manny Pacquiao, idols to rivals, it'll be a great fight for as long as it lasts. That's it.
Conor Benn, a debut for the new channel. Thank you as always.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure, my guy. See you around throughout the week.
Yeah, man, I'll see you around.